Okay, so this channel is basically going to be about analyzing football matches, match days within the Premier League, the Champions League, the Europa, yeah, those. But for today, I will be analyzing the match against Arsenal and Manchester City, a post-view edition. So I have a couple things I want to talk about. Not a lot of arguments, just some views. So the first one is, why isn't Mesut Ozil playing? Because watching Arsenal play for the past couple of weeks has been terrifying. It has been very depressing. There has been a lack of creativity, and even though they have won 3 out of 5 games, that's a decent start to a minor club or a underdog club. A club like Arsenal is supposed to nick at least 13 points. Least that Arsenal has the potential to get that, but with the lack of creativity, they struggle because even against Liverpool, they were well, against Liverpool, chances were being um created, but Lacazette was not finishing. And you have to really blame that on lack of creativity, lack of all-round creativity. Because if Ozil was playing, this is how I see it. I'm not going to bash Willian because even though he's not doing anything really, I'm not going to bash Willian because if you had a man like Willian left, Aubameyang down the middle, Pepe right, Ozil center, Xhaka, Partey, the team would the team would be confidently attacking. They could break down defense line easily. Not saying Willian, no, not Willian. No, take Willian out of this. If we had like Reese, Aubameyang, and Pepe with Ozil center with playing the number 10 role, we could create problems against teams. Not Willian. Willian should be playing. But anyways, this is what Arsenal lacks creativity. So even when chances are being created, the right persons aren't on the field to do the right thing. Aubameyang should not be creating chances. Aubameyang is a finisher. Lacazette shouldn't be creating chances. Lacazette is a finisher. Pepe should not be. Everybody should contribute by creating, but there should be one player on the field that should be always creating. That should be their job to provide. And people talk about Lacazette and Aubameyang has a record of assists between the both of them, but people do not recognize where the ball comes from. Where the ball comes from, because within most of if if anybody was supposed to check the stat between Ozil playing for Arsenal for the past 4 years, and you look at passes, chances created within a match. I'm talking within a single match, not within the seat, within a single match. It's incredible. It's more than any other player. It's just that Ozil has been having a terrible time. Honestly, I feel Ozil should have left Arsenal and not signed a contract, but the side would have crumbled if he left. But the reality of it is that the club doesn't really appreciate that, and they're throwing him under the. And I really think, I personally feel Ozil should just leave and go play for other club, not a under club. Just stay in the Premier League or somewhere. Don't go to any league like in Turkey or any. Just stay in a major league because clubs clubs will take Ozil, but just not for the high wages. It's not like he doesn't have the talent because he's the most creative player of this generation, of this of the footballing generation. So personally, I feel Arsenal just lacks creativity, and they need Ozil to give them that creative edge. And I don't understand why Willian is playing. To me, I don't want to bash Willian because not that I have anything against Willian. I just don't think that he should be playing for Arsenal. I don't think he's a terrible player, but he's just not Arsenal. He's just not Arsenal type of player. He passes backward, not forward. He does not drive with the ball. He does not carry the ball. He does not run with the ball. I don't understand. And he does not create space. Willian has a 95% passing rate in the City versus the Arsenal versus City match, or the City versus Arsenal, because City was home, yeah. City versus Arsenal match. And it just doesn't seem to do much. He's passing the ball backwards when Arsenal are under pressure in the half, the City half, which he could try to create space. People talk about Williams dribbling. Why doesn't he try to make space? These are not very defensive players who can make space. And the work rate is poor. I do not understand why he's starting over Lacazette. The work rate is terrible. And I feel Arteta needs to put in Willock. Let Willock play instead of Willian. I just don't see why Willian is playing. He does not bring anything to the club. Not I don't see him bringing anything to the club. And the late substitutes, my God, yo, the late substitutes are killing it. We were losing from 23rd minute, and I did not see Willian contribute anything for the 69 minutes he were on. He was on that green grass. Man never do nothing, literally nothing other than pass the ball back. The person creating the most chances was Tierney, Saka, Aubameyang. Not you. Pepe never really created any chances, but and Xhaka. These are the play. No, but and Gabriel. Gabriel was putting balls forward. David, but I don't understand why. This is my problem. I have a problem with the starting 11 because I don't think that Hector Bellerin should be starting over Maitland-Niles. I just don't think that, and I don't feel Arsenal should be playing with three defenders. This passing out of the back thing works, it works for 1, 2, 3 goals. We have not scored more than we have not scored more than 3 goals over the last 10, 15 matches. Uh, If I stand correct, over the last 10 matches, we have not scored more than 3 goals. If we manage to score three, it's crippling. We don't score goals. We barely score goals. We scrape wins, and that's that. People might think that it is okay to 1-0, 2-0, my under clubs like Sheffield United, uh, Fulham. These are not big clubs. If we're only able to manage a 1-0, a 2-0, a 3-0 victory over these clubs, we are really not going to be able to beat top clubs like Manchester City, uh, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool. We cannot beat these clubs if we are Tottenham. We can't beat these clubs if our scoring average against the under clubs are is 2-1-3. We're struggling. We are just like them. If that is the scores we're going to have. So personally, we need to score more goals. We need creativity to score more goals. And I just don't support the lineup. I just don't support the lineup and the substitute because that is the next thing that is killing the team. We are losing from the 23rd minute and we didn't make any substitute. We didn't do anything to get the game back in. I get the game. So I don't think about Hector Bellerin should be playing. I rather Maitland Niles. And I don't think that Willian should be playing. I just don't think Willian should be playing. And Xhaka and Ceballos, I don't think the two of them should be playing. At the same time, I think you should have two defensive players like Xhaka, Partey, a man that brings the ball forward, Ozil. Or Ceballos, you can put him in the number 10 position, even though he's not that creative. But it's better to have somebody that does something. Willian does nothing. That is just the fact of the matter. Willian does nothing. And I did not support the transfer at the start of the window, and I still don't support it now. This just makes me. This just proves my point. And the player rating. Who played yesterday? Who played yesterday? So, we have the goalkeeper, which is Leno. I'll give Leno a 6. Yeah, I'll give Leno a 6. Give Leno a 6. David Luiz, 6. Um, Gabriel, 7. Tierney, 6. Hector Bellerin, 4. Tobias, 4. Xhaka, 6. Saka, 7. William, 3. Aubameyang, 5. Pepe, 5. Lacazette, standard 5, never do anything. Partey, 5. Nketiah, 5. And Arteta, I'd have to give a definite 4. Uh, the formation, the late substitute. I do not know why Ozil is really isn't playing, so can't really go against him, or I do not know if it's the board or anything. So personally, I just don't appreciate the fact that Ozil is not playing. So that is that.